Fitra, generally, you know what is right, what is wrong. The woman, I know a non-Muslim woman, I've been dealing with families for years, I'll tell you something, for nearly 10 years. I mean, may Allah save me as well. It's crazy. Stress. Wallahi, stress. Stress. What we say to you, sometimes, look, when it comes to between a husband and the wife, you have to be very cautious as well. We cannot take sides quick. Sometimes the woman make her husband like Fir'aun, and the husband make his wife like ex-wife of Iblis. It's crazy, you understand? That's why you have to be very just. That's why you should go to the court. But my point here is, for our sisters there, that our brothers, if you want to have a good family, you have a household, then let us go back to Quran and Sunnah. No radical movement, no feminism.
No
both
law.
This.
No English law.
We need no English law.
Because you keep saying.
That's Quran and Sunnah, brother.
Yeah, in the household, yeah, because
No, but sometimes, sometimes you can use English.
Bro, it's clear what I'm saying.
No, but if the husband.
Is it clear what I'm saying or not?
Yeah. But no, wait. If the brother, there's a situation happen like this. If a brother, he's abusing his sister physically, oppressing her. She has no family. Wait, brother, let me finish before clear or unclear. Barakallahu fik. If she's allowed to seek help from the authority, she has no help.
I believe that if you're
I believe she should.
If you're able to deal with it in your community, in house with the Muslims, if there's
imam,
what's the Muslim, what's the male that's in charge?
The wali, but she has no one. She has no one.
Zero.
Brother, I dealt with issues like that. I dealt with issues
like that. Not to go to the masjid.
I dealt with it. They come to masjid. Her husband said, "Don't get involved. He has nothing to do with you. Understand? He has nothing to do with you." I advised him. The guy doesn't listen.
And he was being abusive.
He was. Wallah, she was crying. She said, I can't take it anymore. The scholars of Islam who free from liberalism, they said she allowed to go seek her from the kuffar.
What was his? Because there's two sides to an argument, yes or no?
Where is it? Abusing your wife is an argument?
No, is there two sides to a story?
Where is it? What do you mean? What do you mean two sides?
Two sides. If she says one thing, he says something.
That's what I'm saying. I brought them there. I brought them together.
Yeah.
He's abusing her physically because he's using his power against her. There's no. I said to him, Allah, you cannot abuse your wife. Give her a reminder, okay? Yeah. Even in Islam, the discipline, that to use a physical discipline, you're not allowed to harm her, break her bones, make like fighting Tyson.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying to you, when it comes down to the bare bones of it, when you say there's a disagreement between a man and a woman, I'm trying to say to you, as a husband and a wife, you're saying to me that you are the arbitrator, the referee.
Yeah.
I'm saying, alhamdulillah, firstly, for your efforts. Yeah?
You're trying my best, may Allah forgive us. Ameen.
For trying.
Ameen.
Because to come, like you said, it's a dicey situation.
I try to stay away from it, to be honest.
They're becoming more and more empowered by the legislation, the legal legislation.
No, you missed my point. No, you digress. You digress about a woman is asked scholars. Scholars said, listen, if no one is helping her and this man keep abusing her physically, then she's allowed.
Is he abusing her for no reason, or is he abusing
her?
Okay,
what reason you're gonna abuse her? Except she's gonna fight you. Yes, you have allowed to.
She comes to me with a knife, and
that's what I said. She's not coming with no knife. She's not coming with no knife, brother.
That's
what I said,
what the scenario was.
Brother, I said to you,
if he's just doing it for nothing, then that's his problem. He needs to go to jail for that.
But that's what's happening,
yeah. He goes to jail for no reason. No, he goes to jail.
Of course, even the law in Britain, listen to me. Even in Britain,
asking you as a man,
Habibi, even the British law, they tell you if your wife coming with enough to stab you, you're allowed to fight back. I mean, be honest, So obviously, I'm not talking about that because we're talking about going back to the British law. So I'm saying in some situation, because even the British law, they tell you to go back to imam. They ask you, they tell me, because I remember there's a sister called them. Wallah, they told us, go, the imam to speak to them, to your husband. I was surprised, this police have a good.
Genuine problem, yeah.
I don't know his name, by the way.
Bro, genuine problem, yeah. You know, for me, you're saying that the problem is with the men. For me, the
Who said what did I say?
You said the problem is with the men in the country.
I didn't say that. I said they said there's some problem with the men too. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. You cannot free men from responsibilities. Barakallahu. That's why. That's my point.
What I'm saying is the majority of the issues is that men and women are getting into a legal agreement, a marriage, a legal agreement. He has his rights, she has her rights.
Yeah.
But in this country, for me, the females, they're allowed to break their. Let me finish. Women are allowed clearly to break their agreement, their legal agreement. Like, for instance, to give sex to her husband, for me, I understand it Islamically, is the man's right to take sex from his wife. But in England...
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Let me just are you saying, what do you mean by that? Clarify that.
Well, when a man and woman in Islam are married, if he asks her to do her duty and come to bed with him, then that's her right to do it. That's within his rights.
Yeah, no
I'm saying to you, the legislation that governs the UK says that he doesn't have the right to impose that on her. And I'm saying to you, women are using...
No, we have to step by step to understand. When they say you don't have the right to impose, they mean physically or mean Islam, because that's Islamic teaching. They know from Islamic teaching that Prophet Muhammad said in the hadith that if the husband, and by the way, they make it clear to you, because many people use hadith, feminists use it to abuse Islam, and the men use it to abuse the Muslim woman. Yes, this hadith, the ulama mentioned, not any man. A man that fulfill the right of his wife and condition his wife, she's not tired, not sick, nothing, then she rejects, then it's haram upon her. Understand? No doubt about that.
So
and the angel will be cursed now.
The solution for me, again, I'm asking you, because when a man and woman come at odds with this scenario,
yes,
the law is making them go to this default mechanism. I'm a woman, I have the choice, you cannot tell me anything, you cannot ask me, you cannot even influence me to give you what you're asking for. You're in a full-time contract, but actually I can renege on all of the values of the contract whenever I want, how I want, and not give you when you're asking it.
She's not true Muslim, this woman.
That's it.
Yeah, I believe
That's
that.
what I'm trying to say to you.
What I said, Habibi, listen. The reason I disagreed with you on some issues, you said, do you believe the problem only women? You said yes.
Not only women.
We go back. You said all problems are women. We're gonna go back. Yeah.
I know, we know.
No, I never said only.
Yeah, of course, but to clarify that, understand.
If
So
I
my
said
point,
only, I apologize, but that's not what I meant. None of my points.
Okay, but that's why I said I want to clarify
I said
yourself.
I said the majority of the problems, and I said majority. The majority of the issues within marriage here is with the woman.
With divorces,
Because
Sheikh Fawzan mentioned that same thing. I'm not about this country, but Sheikh Fawzan mentioned it in general. No, Sheikh Fawzan mentioned it in general, not this country. Sheikh Fawzan, when he was asked, he said, what happened? Because the woman now wants to become challenging a man. You understand?
No, challenge, more powerful.
That's how it is. It means like no shoes.
Abusing the men.
You understand? And that's
authority, exactly.
But what was?
They want to dominate the men.
No, you can't.
With the law.
That's
So
haram.
I'm saying to you,
Muslim women should not be doing that.
Bro, when something's not black and white, it's not clear, like someone's coming to attack you. Let's say you're having kids and she wants to go back to work, but you're forced to leave your job and look after the kids. So you want to be the emir in the relationship, and you want to say to her, listen, I want you to stay at home and look after the kids, so I can go to work because I earn more than you, for example. She goes, no, I don't want to listen.
Regardless, even if you earn less than her, you use your.
Regardless. Between me and you have rights, I have rights. I have to respect you. There's the fear of violence. There's the fear of the law. So me and you, we have common respect for each other because there's something underpinning our relationship that I have to fear your rights and you have to fear my rights.
No, but if you're true believers, both of you, then you don't. That's what I'm saying. That's why it goes back to what? No. Why do it? No. That's what I'm saying, Habib. What you need to look for. A woman, she's righteous, fear Allah, and look for a man, or my sisters look for a man that is righteous and fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For example, that's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to marry a man that fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said to the woman, why? Because if he's not happy with her, he will not oppress her. You understand? So yes, akhi, that's why these issues, my brothers, just to conclude, if you want to make it longer, no problem, but these issues of judging between man and woman, me myself, I try to stay away from it. Because it's a hectic, akhi. Literally, akhi, sometimes the man tell you the story, the woman tell you the story, and what is the worst now, what's happening? Some sisters go in line, start exposing the ex-husband. Issues, akhi, which is personal. The brother mentioned it.
There has to be, listen.
And the brother saying, don't say it as well.
There's no solution to this, and you're clearly saying, listen, I don't even want to be part of the solution. This is going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And I'm trying to ask you.
Do you know why I said that, akhi? Do you know why? Because I'll tell you why. When you get involved, if you say, look, I take the side of, imagine you said to the sister, look, because that's what we do, we ask scholars first. I've asked scholar, and the sheikh, he said, look, to the brother, you can leave your wife. Or then what they do, they want to go back, because they miss each other. Who they blame? It happened many times. Oh, the brother divorced my wife. Or he divorced me from my husband. Wallahi, one brother was with me. He said, sister, you're lying. The brother in front of you asked, call the sheikh, and the sheikh said it to him. You understand? That's why some brothers, the brothers make some Salafiyah, they don't like to get involved anymore. A lot of lies on them online, So wallahi, you're in a situation, it's crazy, akhi. You understand? So what you do, your best advice, be patient, sister, be patient, brother, try to overlook. Overlook is very important, you understand? And that's my point. My point is, get married to a sister that fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if she tries to use the law against you, and you believe she's oppressing you, then listen, here we have stopped, take care of yourself, and Allah is my witness. Allah is my wakil.
You've lost everything. Do you know what I'm
I've lost what?
At that point, when you say take care of yourself and you go, you lost your kids, you lost your house, another man moves into a house.
There's no referee.
No.
That's why sisters are still.
So we're gonna kill her.
That's what I'm saying, bro. No, but what I'm saying, this is why sisters are complaining now of being single, 27, 28, 30. They're all online on Muzmatch. They're all single. Because guys, I don't want to commit to a girl. I want to get married. I want to fulfill my dream. I've got too much to lose.
But Akhi, you know, have you dealt with families before? You? Akhi, I'm dealing with families saying yes, Baba. That's what I don't understand. Brother, I agree with what you say, women, yeah. But likewise, brothers, they don't want to take responsibilities. Yes, wallahi. Bro, are you serious? Brother, you need to brother. I'm married. Are you married? Are you married?
I'm divorced, alhamdulillah.
How long you married for?
I was married for 10 years.
Okay, and now, okay, for 10 years you've been married, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to go to personal issues, yeah? But what I'm saying, that I came across brothers, they got married and divorced, they got married and divorced. When he noticed that marriage is not a joke, it's a responsibility. I can't be chilling with the brothers till 4 o'clock in the morning. You understand? I was going to ask.
He's a young man.
Huh?
He's a young man.
I don't know what is younger again, 25, he's a big man.
Bro, in my understanding, in this country, men don't mature. They don't mature properly.
Yeah, that's true.
Until
That's
their
true.
late 30s,
That's
early
true.
40s. That's a fact.
That's true, I agree. Because why they teach you? Because of the law.
But the bubble that we're in.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't wake up.
Like back home, I was 10 years old. When I was 10 years old, I used to go to the market at 4 o'clock in the morning, getting stuff, and I had my own table. When I was 10 years old. When I came to country and they tell me, listen, 16, you know, 16, you see underage and you do crimes, they will treat you as a child. I said, I love it, man. I know I'm not a child. I'm fully aware. Wagwan, understand? And I was thinking, well, I'm loving it. That's why back home, when we say Aisha got married, when we say to the non-Muslims in the Western world, Aisha got married at the age of 9, they try to look, yeah, brother, 9 years old back home is a big man, big woman. They do transaction business and that.
3-4 jobs.
Bro, okay, wallahi. Right, there's my neighbor who was 10 years old. He used to sell bags, you know, plastic bags. You sell them, carry bags, yeah? And what happened in night time? He's helping in the storage.
That's it. That's why.
But he's a warrior, this guy.
Travel, I said that's very good advice because other countries will let you know there's a difference between your ignorant opinion and the rest of the world getting on with life.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, there's a big difference.
What I'm saying is,
go on, Akhi.
women these days, yeah, at the age that we are, men, like guys like me, bro, I'm single. But I'm a real guy. I've never had a girlfriend and I never will.
MashaAllah, may Allah bless you. May Allah bless you with a good wife.
But I'm still single. But I'm still
No good what? That's not good.
Get that point, that's not the point.
To be alone, to be single.
I said no good girlfriend. No, wait. No, he's a hypocrite. Wait. You did.
In my culture, if you're
Habibi,
my age, yeah,
Habibi.
you're single and you don't matter.
By the way, it's general discussion, yeah. But no. Okay, you did it. No, you did it.
I'm trying to get him to give you the best advice.
Brother, you did
It's not good.
it. You did it. You say, alhamdulillah, I'm divorced.
No, because I'm.
You actually single, huh?
No, you can't blame me. I didn't put him off marriage.
Did
I put you off marriage?
No, he didn't. I want to get married.
You don't know
That's
my
what I'm saying.
scenario.
Bro,
He didn't.
And I gotta be very careful because I cannot enforce my rights. I have too much to lose. You get me?
You cannot enforce
I
what?
cannot enforce my rights.
Are you scared?
So if she gets
He doesn't
emotional,
wanna gamble.
Actually, listen, I've met
don't know
girls,
about that,
I've
man.
tried to get very close. They see halal and haram different to you, depending on their perspective.
Brother, where you looking? And a shisha place or
What
something?
you're asking him to do is play a game.
I'm joking.
I'm
joking. What I'm saying, Habibi, look, إخوة, yeah? إخوة, والله I tell you. Brother.
She might see halal and I might be like, listen, it's my opinion.
Jamal, 1 second. I understand that, no doubt. Akhi, wait, no, Jamal, wait. I'm telling you something, the story. I was in the first prayer. Listen. Jamal, listen. I was in the first prayer, yes? Before I got married, yeah? A brother spoke to me, said, Shamsi, don't get married in this country. That was imam. This was back in 2009 or 8, yeah? والله الذي لا إله غيره ولا رب سواه. He was advising me. He said, look, if you get married, wallahi, look, the woman will take your child, this and that. Wallahi, I left the masjid thinking to start doing haram again. Wallahi, do you know why? But I remember what he was doing completely wrong. Because Prophet Muhammad said there's khair in this ummah. I've been married for now how many years? Nearly 12 years. I love my wife, alhamdulillah. She's mashallah, good woman. Wallahi, she give me my right better than I give her right. She give me my right. You know, whatever happened in the future, I said to her, look, what happened in the future, I would say to brothers, if divorce happened, may Allah protect us, I would say to brothers, I was wrong. I don't give her a right the way she should have. You understand? But my point here is, Akhi, don't have this mentality. Remember, we have khair in this ummah. Pray istikhara and look, we make dua. There's khair in brothers and there's khair in sisters. This mentality of what they call it in despairing or pessimistic, yeah. Be optimistic, brother. تفاؤل. النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام كان متفائل. بارك الله فيكم.
But the side effect
No
of
doubt.
being careful is that sisters are still single, so that leads them to haram. 27, 28, 30, bro, 31.
There's problems with the sisters.
This is what feminism has caused.
But I'm not saying there's no problem with sisters.
My point is, what I'm trying to get to is that feminism, the side effect has affected the sisters.
No doubt, 100%. 100%. Of course.
They're not targeting the men. They
Because
can't come
the-
to the men, bro.
Because-
What I'm trying to get to is that because they push for this feminism, we're like, cool, khalas, do your thing, we don't want to get married. Now they're suffering.
No, but but there's other sisters who don't know.
Yeah, but even the good sisters are suffering. Even the good sisters.
Why? Because I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, because what happened is it just been. I understand. I understand where you're coming from.
No referee, no. It's impossible. How you gonna even learn the laws and the legislation? Did you know, yeah, to give your wife flowers in this country, to give your wife flowers for the sole purpose to have sex with her, for the sole purpose to have intimacy with your
Yeah,
wife.
because children sometimes watching.
If you give her flowers for the sole purpose to have intimacy with her, it's tantamount to bribery. And bribery is tantamount to rape. Men are getting found for rape
you serious?
in a
Okay,
court,
sorry.
in
Are you
a court in
serious?
this country. For giving flowers to your wife for sex, for intimacy. Akhi,
So what are you gonna give her a gun
that's what I'm trying to say.
to shoot you?
How are you going to help him navigate
That's what I'm
through it,
saying,
bro?
bro.
There
And
is
you're
sisters,
saying even
there's
the
khair.
imams, even the learned ones, the scholars are saying, listen, we're not involved.
Some issues,
What's
yeah,
the
it's
solution?
complicated.
You're either part
Yeah.
of the problem or part of the solution.
But what I'm saying, my
all
brother-
I'm hearing is, listen, hey, I don't want to
No,
get
I
involved.
don't get
I don't wanna
involved. But you know why? Not because of
me
my
it's
sisters.
scary, because
Habibi,
I
no.
know that I found love, bro, and I was happy to be married. And even I would
Alhamdulillah.
never take it back. I would never take back this 10 years, akhi. Wallahi.
Alhamdulillah.
Some of the most happiest times of my life is to be married, akhi.
MashaAllah.
You've never understand the relationship between a woman and how important it
How
is
it's beautiful, yeah.
for a woman to give you that softness in your heart. You understand? Even within the Quran, within the Sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, speaks about that it can be your way to paradise. You understand what I'm saying? Coming to understand women and their attributes and their softness and even their how they're bent like the rib. Bro, there's major benefits.
What we say,
I'm
Ikhwa?
telling you, learn the game. Learn the rules of any game. Learn if you're playing football. Akhi,
No.
learn the offside trap.
Akhi, no.
Because there's many traps in
Can-
there. And that's what marriage is here.
Brothers, akhi, let me
Leave the legislation.
one second.
I will never put
One
you off
second.
marriage. I want
Yeah.
it for you, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want you walking around single and doing whatever God
But
wants. I
akhi,
don't want that for you, bro.
akhi, what we have to understand, look, we are Muslims at the end of the day, okay? Barakallah fiikum. Marriage is part of Islam. I understand that you guys scared and so on, but what I'm saying, when you're talking about the brothers, imams, they don't want to get involved, not only because of sisters, likewise from the brothers. Like when a brother threatened imam that he will bring his friends and run up in his house,
But he's a gangster, bro.
the sisters not gangsters. The sisters gangsters as well. That's what I'm saying, akhi. The sisters getting scared because they know getting married to some brothers, they're not giving them their rights. They're abusive as well. My point here is, you two, akhi, I'm speaking based upon experience, yes. And me personally, maybe you're talking from a non-Islamic point of view, like overall Muslim women, non-Muslim women, I understand. But as for in the Muslim community, you cannot just blame women. We have to blame men too. They take responsibility. No, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, akhi, hear me out, akhi. Look, all of us. Hear me out, akhi. Barakallah fiik. Hear me out, akhi. My point here is that we as a Muslims, when it comes to issues which is very complicated, and let us go, because you don't want to fall into haram. You're a man that you want to get married. So sometimes, akhi, be honest person. You don't have to be, because they gonna try to trick me, I'm gonna learn the law how to trick them. Be honest, because Allah will aid. No, I'm not saying you. I'm just giving you general advice, brother. Before Maghrib. I'm saying, be honest person. You know, try, all of us, we have our own struggles. I'm not saying the best example. I have my own struggles as well. Understand, akhi? You know, I do wrong to my wife. You know, may Allah forgive me. She does wrong to me, may Allah forgive her. You know, but how I live with her, according to the Quran and Sunnah, what Prophet Muhammad teach us to overlook. So the point here to conclude with, if there's issues like that, I ask the sisters, brothers, go back to scholars, go back to experts, go back to student of knowledge. They will give you the best advice. You understand, akhi? Because sometimes as a brothers, young brothers, especially as all of us young here, sometimes we can get emotional, sometimes we can be biased and this and that. So akhi, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, istikhara, and look for a sister. One of the signs that you know is a good sister, that she's very respectful to her parents.
The way she treats her
I'm telling
father is the way she's
you.
going to treat you.
Yeah. very good, you know, she's always staying at home, that's a good sign, you understand? Except if she has to provide, you know, in the Western world, I knew some sisters, wallah, she said, Akhi, my family, no one works. I have to go and help my parents and so on. But alhamdulillah, when she got married, she stopped, alhamdulillah. So we ask her to bless our sisters and our brothers and to save our brothers and sisters from every evil thing. May Allah bless you all. May Allah forgive us. Barakallah fikum, amin wa iyyakum.
I didn't check you, one minute.
You're looking for a sister?
No, I've got a question for you.
Okay, come we walk. Because it's Maghrib time. Barakallah. Yeah, but cameras, akhi. Don't leave the cameras, akhi. This guy, keep doing it. Akhi, take their cameras, akhi. You know how there's a title for this? This title should be Andrew Tate, Feminism and a woman.
All of it, 46 minutes.
Yeah, no. Was it all of it 46 minutes? I think so. Check it.
In David Blockers from a non-Jewish perspective. Most people would say that. No, but the pastor said that there's a pastor growing in the West. I asked you, do you know why